Hey guys! Today we're going to be answering the age-old question, how to save money living in Dublin, so make sure to stay tuned. Welcome back to the OFW Mindset Reset channel. Now, if you're new to this channel, what I do is help you work and live in Ireland with everything you need to know about studying, working, and living here in Ireland. So, if that's something you're interested in, please consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any of my videos. So you want to move to Dublin? Good luck with that. I'm gonna warn you now, it's kind of like trying to diet while working in a bakery. Everywhere you turn, your money just disappears, gone faster than a chicken fillet roll at 2 a.m. So in this video, we're breaking down the real hacks that locals and students actually use to survive in Dublin without going broke. So let's jump in. Okay, so first things first. Dublin is expensive, like London or New York expensive, except it's raining and your landlord's probably charging you half your paycheck for a room the size of a shoebox. So it's students and young workers who feel it the hardest. Rent eats up most of your money, groceries are pricey, and don't even get me started on nightlife. 8 for a pint. You'd expect it to come with a side of gold flakes. But here's the thing. Once you figure out the city's money hacks, you realize there are ways to beat the system. Not every hack will save you hundreds at once, but together, they add up big time. So in this video, we're breaking down the real hacks that locals and students actually use to survive Dublin without going broke. Transport. I once met a guy who spent over €160 a month just commuting because he didn't know how to use his Leap card. Don't be that guy. Here's the breakdown. Luas vs. bus. The Luas looks sleek, it's fast, and yes, it feels a bit fancy. But for short trips, the Dublin bus is usually cheaper. For example, a short-hop bus fare can be under €2, while Luas can cost more for the same distance. Weekly cap on Leap card. Most people don't realize this. Once you hit a spending cap on your Leap card, the rest of your rides that week are basically free. So if you're commuting daily, the Leap actually stops charging after a certain point. Translation. Free rides, baby. Student Leap card. If you're in college, get the Student Leap card. It's like having a cheat code for transport. You'll save about 30% compared to adult fares. And here's a sneaky hack. If your route gives you the option, take the Dublin bus over the Luas during peak times. Why? The Luas is jam-packed, standing room only, and you'll still be charged more. Meanwhile, buses often have free Wi-Fi and a seat. Comfort plus savings. Basically, in Dublin transport, loyalty doesn't pay. The cheapest option wins. Now let's talk groceries. Dublin supermarkets are like a trap. Walk into Tesco for milk, come out 30 poorer with snacks you didn't need. Here's how locals play it smart. Aldi vs. Tesco vs. Lidl. For your basics, pasta, rice, bread, even veggies, Aldi and Lidl win every time. Same quality, sometimes even better, at a fraction of the price. Tesco's only worth it if you're hunting club card specials. Batch cooking. Sounds boring, but it's the lifesaver of every broke student. Cook a giant pot of curry or pasta sauce on Sunday, portion it out, and boom, lunch for the whole week. Avoid corner shops. That Spar or Centra near your flat, it's basically a tourist trap for locals. You'll pay €4 for a bottle of Coke that's €2 in Aldi. They survive on our laziness. Don't let them. Hot deli tip, chicken fillet rolls, the ultimate Dublin snack. Instead of getting one at a pub for €6–7, head to a local Centra or Super Value. You'll get it for half the price, and honestly, sometimes it tastes even better. All right, now for the big one. Rent. Let's be honest, rent in Dublin is criminal, but there are ways to cut corners. Flat sharing. It might not sound glamorous, but sharing with 3 or 4 people is the only way most of us survive here. And honestly, it can be fun if you pick the right crowd. Sublets and Facebook groups. Forget expensive letting agencies. The real gems are on Facebook housing groups or WhatsApp chats. People sublet for the summer, move abroad, or just need someone to take over a lease. That's your chance. Negotiate utilities. If you're moving into a new place, always ask about bills, heating, Wi-Fi, bins. Some landlords sneak these extras in. If you can split Wi-Fi with neighbors or get a prepay electricity meter, you'll save loads. Living slightly outside city center. Here's a truth bomb. Living in Rathmines, Drumcondra, or even Talat can save you hundreds compared to the city center. And with buses and Luas, you're only 20-30 minutes away anyway. So rent is expensive, so if you can try and live slightly outside the city center where it's much cheaper. So next, let's talk about nightlife. Because saving money doesn't mean locking yourself in your room eating noodles. Pre-drinks. Rule number 1. Buy your cans at Aldi or Lidl. A 6-pack of beer costs the same as 1 pint in Temple Bar. And yes, Temple Bar is for tourists. Locals go literally anywhere else. Free events. Dublin has loads, open mics, student nights, gallery openings. Keep an eye on Eventbrite or college notice boards. Cinemas. Instead of paying $15 at the big chains, try the Irish Film Institute in Temple Bar or student nights at Cineworld. I once spent €40 on a cheap night out, only to realize most of it went on taxis. Lesson? Learn the night bus routes. It's not glamorous, but it's €3 versus €25. That's 2 chicken rolls right there. So now let's talk about some little daily hacks that add up. Bring your own coffee cup. Most cafes give you a discount, sometimes 30 to 50 cents. Do that every day and boom, 1 free coffee a week. Student discounts. Always ask. Always. Even if they don't advertise, loads of shops knock a few euros off if you flash your student card. Skip ATMs that charge. Sounds obvious, but loads of people still pay $3 just to take out their own money. Stick to bank ATMs. So in the end, you'll see that in Dublin, every $3 counts. Because $3 is basically rent money by the end of the month. So here's the deal. In Dublin, you're not paying rent for the apartment. You're paying for the postal code. Don't get caught in the hype. So those are all the ways you can save money while living in Dublin. And if you've got your own Dublin survival hacks, please share them in the comments so we can all save together. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. See you next time.